our objective in this problem is to find the x and y intercepts of this given equation. This equation, by the way, represents a straight line. Now please note that this equation has both decimals, fractions, and also of course there is an integer -1 as well. So this is kind of mixed in terms of coefficient. The easy way to simplify this equation before we solve it is to get all the coefficients in terms of integers, and that's what we are going to do first. Please note that we can rewrite the given equation in this form. 0.25 is 1/4, 1/6 y is 1/6 y, and -1 is -1. Now we are going to look at the denominators on the left hand side, which are 4 and 6, and the LCD of these two numbers is 12. Okay, because 12 is divisible both by 4 and 6. Now what I am going to do, I am going to multiply both sides of this equation by 12 to get rid of the denominators. Okay, now 4 goes into 12 3 times, so that's going to give me 3x, 3 times x. 6 goes into 12 twice, and 2 times y is 2y. Then minus 1 times 12 is 12, which is equal to 0. Now remember that to find the x-intercept we need to set y to 0, and to find the y-intercept we need to set x to 0. Look at this simple sketch here I have on the right. If you have a straight line that goes like this, this is the x-intercept and this is the y-intercept. If you look at the x-intercept, you note that the point is on the x-axis. That means the y-coordinate of this point must be 0. Similarly, the y-intercept, which is by the way in the y-axis or on the y-axis, which means that x-coordinate of this point is going to be 0. So to find the x-intercept, we set y to 0 and solve for x in this given equation or in this modified equation. And to find the y-intercept, which is this, we set x to 0 in this equation and solve for y. So we are going to do this right now. In this equation, we are going to put y is equal to 0 because we want to find the x-intercept. So it's going to be 3x plus 2 times y, but 2 times 0 minus 12 is equal to 0, or 3x minus 12 is equal to 0, or I can divide both sides of this equation by 3. That's going to give me x minus 4 is equal to 0, or x is equal to 4. So the x-intercept is going to be at 4, 0. Similarly, we can find the y-intercept. So we are going to again look at this equation and set x equal to 0 to find y-intercept. So 3 times 0 plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now this is just 0. So 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. If I add 12 to both sides, I get 2y is equal to 12. Now here if I divide both sides by 2, I get y is equal to 6. So the y-intercept is going to be at 0, 6. Now we have two distinct points on the straight line. Therefore we can label those 2 points and connect to get the graph of the straight line. So 0, 6, y-intercept, let's say it's here, 0, 6. And x-intercept is at 4, 0. So let's say this is here, 4, 0. Now I have two distinct points on the straight line. All I have to do is connect those 2 points and we will get the straight line. By the way, this straight line is represented by this equation, which is 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0, which is, by the way, the same as this equivalent equation, 0.25x plus 1/6 y minus 1 is equal to 0. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.